Hey guys, it's Cam here. Hope everything's going good. I'm here in the shed and I'm going to do a little bit of stuff with the CR250. I've been away on a work trip and Nathan's been starting to clean the expansion chamber, getting the rust off. It's starting to look good. So today, gonna drain the water out of the radiator. Apparently there's water, not coolant, and I want to check to see how badly it's corroded in here. The guy said that it wasn't, but I want to check it, and then I'm gonna drain the oil out of the engine as well, just to see if it's cloudy. Just want to make sure. Then also, what we're gonna do is check why the throttle is jammed. So I'm going to fix that, and then investigate the front brakes. And at the moment they don't work, but they're slightly on because it's quite hard to push the bike. So we're going to free up that, check the brake pads, re-bleed the brake line, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll get into now with draining the radiator. That was loose, man. Wow. Take the radiator cap off. Glad that was water because it squirted on me. With winter coming too, I don't want water in there because it will freeze. We want coolant, antifreeze. So that's the water. There's a slight whiteness to it. Whoever did that up was super tight, man. So overly taut. So it looks like the easiest way to get this off is if I take the exhaust off because it's in the way. So I'll get in there and pull the exhaust off. Okay, this is it with the tank off. Now I'm just got to come at the exhaust. Whoa! I just noticed that this bracket here is broken, and I guess it's because maybe it's not the standard pipe, but that's supposed to be joined to that, so I might have to get another little bracket that's rubber mounted made. So that's the oil. Looks cloudy to me. So take the water pump cover off now. Oh shit, that's tight. Oh. So that's what that looks like. So definitely, don't know if you can see in there, but it's all grey. So there's definitely oil going onto the coolant side. But when you move the kickstart, the water pump moves, so that's good. The water pump looks good. But guessing I'm going to have to change that bearing in there, so we're going to have to pull this whole cover off at some point. That looks pretty damn good actually. A little bit of corrosion. Man, I've seen so worse than that. Wow, well, that's pretty good. Still need to change the seal, but I was expecting worse. So looking in there again, there is some deep pitting in there, but it's not too bad. I'm going to stop it there on that part of the job. I'm going to wait for Nathan to come because he's keen to be there when I take the side cover off. But so I'm going to move to the throttle and the brakes now. Yeah, so now we're just going to check out why that's stiff. First thing I'm going to do is I'll take the grips off. They're buggered, so we'll get those off now. This side's got some wire. Don't do what I just did. So yeah, that's still really hard. Yeah, it feels like the inner tube is stuck to the handlebars. Sorry if you can't see, I'm just pulling this cover off. So that should just pull off now. You get 2 hands. Yeah, that's stuck there. So we'll pull that off and give it a clean up. See, it's all rusty. We'll give that a little bit of a tickle up and see what the difference is. Okay, so check this out. Easy. Before I put the put it back together, I'll just check the throttle cable. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we've got one minor little victory today. I wish we had a victory with the water pump, but at least we know that it's not too badly corroded. So moving on to the brakes. So for the brakes, you can see here that it goes in a long way. If I'm holding the brake in, I can still move the wheel. But one thing to note as well though is that if I just push back on it, the wheel's not spinning, but the brakes are on. So we'll check it out. Okay, so I took the cover off, and you can see the bladder and stuff there. And looking into it, you can see real cruddy and no oil. So let's probably clean that out and put some oil in it. Just going to take the wheel off, but I'll just CR or WD-40'd these bolts here just in case there's any corrosion there. Since there's no oil in the actual front brake at all, I'm just going to pull that off, take this up to the workbench, and try and just give this a bit of a clean up. Just rigging that up like that so I don't drop brake fluid, because it's quite corrosive and I don't want it on the concrete. So get into it. That's what it looks like now. I'll pop the discs out now. Gloves. Man, that was tight. I'll give them a clean up and then have a look, but I'm looking like I'm probably gonna put some new ones in. But there's still a little bit of meat left on them. Okay, so I've put the wheel back in, I've cleaned the brakes, and should be able to see that the wheel spins now. So now I'm gonna bleed the line. Oh. Sorry, too much. The lighting's bad in the shed. And now I'm just gonna put some hydraulic fluid or brake fluid into the brakes and see if we can get some brakes to work. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try and push the hydraulic or the brake fluid, sorry, down and up, and just watch the bubbles instead of trying to go down the other way. So let's see if it works. Okay, so I've got the brake fluid there, I've got it hooked in, and now I'm just going to slowly plunge, and I should watch the bubbles at the top. Okay, so I've got the plunger there, and then this side. So those bubbles that are coming, from me pushing the plunger down. So my little plan seems to be working. Oh, and there's some crusty shit coming through. Okay, so I've got the bubbles out. It's pretty hard to record, so what I did is I put a syringe in here and sucked all that crud shit that came out, and then yeah, I've got brakes now. No bubbles seem to be coming out, and yeah, we'll put it back together. Good job. So the front brakes go, all good. Okay, so summary as of today, I've done the throttle. I've got front brakes. I've taken the water or the coolant, which was water, and the engine oil out, and I've noticed that there's contamination between the two, so we're going to pull off the side cover and change the seal and stuff in there, but I'm going to wait for Nathan. I do have some parts on order, fork seals and stuff, so I'll do that this weekend still. So I'll go and rip the forks off now, ready to change the seals. I always hang the brake if you don't put pressure on the cable. Well, I've got the forks off. I'm going to re-grease the front stem and check the bearings for those. First thing I noticed is that the top and the bottom moved, and then I went, hang on, that's finger tight. So definitely recommend when you get a bike, go through it, because I hadn't noticed that before, and I was riding this damn thing the other day. Anyway, so that's just another example of why you should go through the bike. So yeah, we'll keep cracking away and pull this apart. Even this was finger tight. So we'll see, interesting to see what the bearings are like. They spin smooth, maybe I can just repack them. one thing I noticed is that these were loose too. The bolts were tight, but there's these rubber bushings will need to get replaced. So I've knocked one through, but yeah, it looks like. I'll check them out anyway. Look, no, this side here is all cracked. Don't know if you can see. So, probably wouldn't hurt changing that. Yep, so I'll go and order some new bushings. Okay, so that's the rubber. Yeah, got to undo that. Check this out. I'm trying to get this boot off, and it was jam stuck, but it's caked of shit, man. Crazy. To get it undone, so that definitely helped. In order to crack this bolt, or this top of this fork, I put it back in there and clamped it. It was just too damn hard doing it off the bike. Whoops. That went there, that went there. So now I've got to take that circlip pin thing out. Circlip, I should say. I've been faffing around trying to get the dampening rod out, but I managed to turn it upside down and twist, and it's just come loose, so that's good, because now I can pull this out. Okay, pulled it off. This is the second fork. Okay guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. I've put the steering head back together. I re-greased those bearings. It's not tight yet because I'm going to crank it up once I've got the forks in. I've pulled all the forks down. They're in separate containers with the left and the right parts. I've got seals that are on the way, and some of the other new hardware that I've got so far. So the new boots have come, and then also look at this bad boy. I found a new seat cover. So that should look pretty sweet when she's done. Tomorrow I'll get that side cover off with the clutches and check out the other side of that water pump and look at what needs to get done there. And then we'll start cleaning out the forks and put the forks back together. So all good, hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a bit hard with one hand, so the video footage isn't that great. I just wanted to try and capture some of it, and just for my reference at another time. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy, and we'll see you on the next video.